No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we are bringing you a long way to sit down with one of the most iconic rappers emerging from the underground in this day and age. We got Lilbrazzy on the podcast.
Yep, we here, boy. It's been a long time waiting.
Yeah. Yep. So last time we were supposed to do this interview, CPS came and snatched you up right beforehand.
Yeah.
But then you and Lush managed to reconnect over the weekend while you were policing or protesting on behalf of the Raza.
So once I realized that it was CPS and not BPS, that was intervening.
I don't know if their jurisdiction extends to Utah.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Although I'm sure they have a branch.
Me and bro been locked in. You feel me? I've been supporting the movement for many moons. So yeah, it was a natural thing.
We have at least two of your friends in here filming us.
Oh, yeah, no,
we don't have any leaks, Brazy. You trying to sneak this out before we do? You're literally wearing a mic. I don't know if anybody's ever done that on the podcast before.
It's like a vlog.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. I feel you.
We gotta get hella content. I'm just trying to get the most content I can while I'm out here. You know what I mean?
Okay, makes sense.
Respect.
You are a human billboard right now, so I appreciate it. Yeah. And introduce us to your homie right here.
It's the homie Jojo.
Jojo.
Yeah, I grew up with him. You feel me? I'm in 30. It was on 30 block.
We
were at
together.
a party. Yeah. And we came up on a dolo. If you know, you know. You feel me?
You came up on a what?
A dolo.
What's a dolo?
It's if you know, you know.
Yeah, G-Whip.
A stolo.
Yeah.
A stolen car.
Stolo.
And you went and did a drill in this stolo.
No, we ain't do no drill, but we was doing hella crazy shit, but we ain't do no drill.
Oh,
we was still young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're never too young to drill. But
I mean, but like, you know what I mean? I was like 8 years old type shit. Like,
sure, I know some 8-year-olds who be getting jiggy.
I mean, there was that little 7-year-old walking down the block yesterday with the face tat. I was like, damn, that is a little ass kid, boy.
He's 5 hats in. He's a bloodhound.
he got the double S tatted. I was like,
oh yeah,
there's
down ass fool. He a down ass fool.
He's a very down fool for sure. Yeah.
The socks went all the way up to his armpits.
He a down ass fool.
Do you think that you might have been tempted to become a Mexican gang representative if you had grown up out here?
Low key.
I mean, look what happened to Lush.
If he was from my side of town, he would have been from my hood for sure.
If I grew up around like in LA, probably low key, because like LA like is more Mexican, like Sureños, Crips, and Norteños, but like, I mean, the Norteños don't even run deep out here.
No, they don't be out here.
That's like a Sacramento type thing, or like,
for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, so okay, tell me about growing up in Utah.
I beef with all the Nortes.
That's the only thing worth mentioning.
Shit, Utah's crazy, bro. Like coming from like my city, it might like, I don't know, everybody look at Utah like it's like some like it's like a good state or something, like just a Mormon ass state. Nah, that shit janky, like especially where we're from, like that shit janky as fuck. I see some shit growing up.
So y'all from Salt Lake, right?
Nah, I'm from Ogden.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Shout out Ogden. I know a little bit about Ogden. I spent some time in Ogden.
I've been out there too.
I'm from
so
the trenches.
Do you think Ogden is way more activated than Salt Lake? It's not even close.
There's way more gangs.
I feel like
everybody got buns out there.
It's
just like Chicago.
It's a
not Buttonland
compared to Salt Lake, so I feel like, you know, it even
it's like Chicago.
What?
Turning it up.
We got to put the murder rate side by side of Ogden versus Chicago.
I think they do have like way more liberal or like gun laws that allow you to have more straps.
An 18-year-old could go buy an AR-15 with a drop pin in the gun store.
Wow.
If they have no charges.
And so
that's a drop pin. That's a fully.
What was your upbringing like though? Like, what were your parents like?
My dad was never there, so he got locked up when I was younger.
Okay.
And my mom was there my whole life, so like she's the one who really raised me. But like, we had ended up getting kicked out of our apartment, so I started couch hopping with the homies and shit. And like, I was staying with my stepmom for a little bit, and then just like, I don't know, started doing this rapping shit more, focusing on that after I got out of DT.
So why do you think you were so drawn to the streets?
My cousins and my uncles, just everybody around me. It was just like the environment I grew up in. You know what I mean? It was all gang.
Okay.
Is it predominantly like white, or is it mixed race, or is it predominantly black?
Me and my dad black.
Oh, your dad black.
Yeah, so my whole family's like.
Your biological father, or your
my biological father.
Oh, so you have black?
Yeah.
Okay. I would
not have known that.
Can we get a 23andMe or something?
Yeah.
My dad's like, I don't know how to explain it. He's like,
Black.
I'm pretty sure. No, he's black and Puerto Rican. He's like a light skin. He's more of a
Okay.
lighter color.
Okay.
Okay, I can see it now.
I would not have known that.
I was going to ask earlier which of your parents was black and which was white as a joke, and then you just confirmed that was a real
Yeah,
thing. So
no,
I
that's
actually
real.
wish I had guessed that because I would have looked very,
Yeah, no, that's real.
very powerful. But okay, so when did you start getting in trouble when you were in school, or like what kind of kid were you in elementary school and shit?
Elementary school, I was good up until 5th grade. I started like being a little badass kid, and like we get out to recess, and I'd walk home. Cause I got sick of school, like first recess. I'm talking 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking home. Like I was only in the school for 30 fucking minutes. I put my backpack away, went and grabbed it again and left. And then like when I hit junior high, it all got bad. I lasted through 7th grade and 8th grade, but then like the starting of this like 9th grade, I got kicked out for some bullshit.
What happened in 9th grade?
Some little chap tried to stab me in the locker room, and I whipped out Blick on him.
Wait, what
And his bitch ran out. And his bitch ran out and went and got the SRO, like the school cop. And they started telling. He started telling right in front of my eyes, like right there. Started telling. He was like, "Yeah, you got a gun, bro. You got a gun." Da, da, da. He's like, "Yeah, I ain't doing that." I got locked up for like 6 months for bringing a gun into his school. I'm lucky I ain't shoot that bitch.
Yeah, well, I feel like the street code in 9th grade, like people are a lot less likely to follow it. Like I feel like there was a lot of telling when I was in junior high for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of telling, but it's just like if you gonna whip something out on me, you know what I mean, and bang something on me, like if you gangbang, you gotta follow a certain code, like you know what I mean, like at the end of the day, if you gangbang, you're following that code.
Right.
So like that's like saying like, you know, like if Lush were to Lush snitch, that's breaking the code. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter how old you are. If you want to gangbang, you gotta follow a certain like. That's what come with gangbanging. That's what comes with this shit.
Right. Okay. Why'd you start bringing a gun to school?
Cause for me, my life was in danger. You feel me? The opposite.
Even before that, it felt like that on a consistent basis.
Yeah, like, and I was like blowing up off that AA ooey shit that Chris Brown had posted. So I was like first blowing up off of that. So like I felt like everybody just kept with me. Like I had caught a couple fades, got jumped. So I was just like, yeah, I ain't going for it no more.
Wow.
So I started bringing Blick around.
Was that you're talking about the first freestyle that you did where you had like the longer hair kind of and all that? That went super.
viral.
And Chris Brown just happened to see it.
Chris Brown was the first one to see it, posted it, went on Thrizzler, everything else, and it was just up from there.
Wow, that must have been fucking crazy to even get that level of attention as a young ass kid.
I was 11.
Right. And did it feel like everybody started to like pay a lot more attention to you at that point, like in a negative way as well?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden,
It was just like, cause no, I had homies and shit, but like my homies stayed real. But then there was just like the people around started like, I don't know, acting weird. You know what I mean? People would like, I had more ops after I started rapping. I don't know how to explain it. Like my name was more known. Everybody knew me. It was like,
right.
And it was just in my city at the time. Like I was really just popping in my city. Like I was just like a city name.